Nigeria today is now seen as a country that is used for negative examples in terms of election and leadership. There's a video I want to show you now. This video is made in South Africa. They are telling us and telling the whole world that if you go to anywhere in the world, 80% of those doing well are Nigerians, not even Africans, even in the banking sector, even in the medical sector, even if in the internet sector, Nigerians are doing exceedingly well. But the problem we have is bad leadership. They are not allowing those who are supposed to be in power to be in power. In other words, they are manipulating themselves, trying to be in power, and those who are supposed to be in power are being chased out of the country. So, in other words, they enter an aeroplane or look for paper and get out of this country called Nigeria and go to other countries of the world and started doing exceedingly well. In the black race, Nigerians or Nigeria as a country is the number one country in the black race. But you agree with me today that Nigerians have been taken backwards. Even Nigeria as of today, we are the fourth largest economy in Africa, whereas none of the African countries are up to half of Nigeria in terms of population and the natural resources. But what do you get? The best brains are leaving the country for all these political scavengers. I don't want to say much because I know that data is more expensive these days. Watch this video and you will agree with what this man says. Watch this video.
How is it that Nigeria is struggling with the issues it's struggling with, but some of the smartest people in the world are Nigerians?
Yeah.
I think most people have mischaracterized the true cost of corruption. I don't think the true cost of corruption, rather let me say it differently, I don't think the most expensive line item in the cost of corruption, right, is what it's done to the economy. I think it's what it's done to sentiment and what it does to talent. In other words, when you corrupt a system, those less deserving get opportunities to which they are not deserving.
Entitled.
The problem is that those who are deserving pick up a little green document called a passport. They get on a plane
And go elsewhere.
and they leave. Now, there are some people watching this who go, no, they must go. Let me tell you why that is the dumbest, most nonsensical thing I've ever heard people say. When you say JJ must go, JJ is born in South Africa. The South African state educates him for 18 years to get his matric. Then that same South African economy, has built institutions of education. Let's assume JJ gets a master's. It's another 5-6 years of it. 24 years invested, and you're going to say he must just go.
Yeah.
And so, what's happened now, if it's not the semigration to the Western Cape, that's a separate conversation altogether,
Yeah.
it's the proper immigration.
Yeah.
The number of South Africans who have sat in this chair living in Canada today would alarm you.
Sure.
The number who've moved to Australia would alarm you. The number I bump into, or neighbors of mine in the Middle East, will alarm you. Right? Because what talent does, when you distort this thing about effort versus reward, is talent goes where it will be rewarded.
My goodness.
It doesn't have to put up with the nonsense. It gets on a plane and it leaves. If you looked at the top 100 investment bankers in Wall Street today, you'd find a healthy percentage of them are Nigerians. The top brain surgeons in the world today, healthy percentage of them, Nigerians. The top investment banking lawyers in the world today, healthy percentage of them, Nigerians.
Sure.
What does that tell you? How is it that Nigeria is struggling with the issues it's struggling with, but some of the smartest people in the world are Nigerians? And then you look at where you'll find those Nigerians, and typically, it's not in Nigeria. It means you've got this incredible base of talent whose skills, competence, and abilities are being harvested by another economy and not their economy of birth.
Sure.
So I want to say this to all South Africans. If you want to destroy this economy, let the talent leave.